What's up, you guys? You already know what the fuck going on, man. We are here with another episode of Krxme Kast, man. Another episode. I think this is maybe part 2 to the episode called Fuck Everybody's Feelings, or more of a continuation of that episode where we're just diving right back into what we're talking about on that day. I got a bit of points. We're gonna talk about a few things that's happened since I was shooting that first part of that episode. I don't know if you guys haven't watched it. If you haven't tapped into it yet, tap into it. Got me a nice little strong rum of coke here in this bitch. And we're gonna tap in. We're gonna tap in, man. We're gonna talk in. We're gonna get into this shit. I know what the fuck going on. We can't do nothing without rolling up. Boy, gotta roll up, man. Rolling up. I already know I'm rolling up with you guys. If you guys ain't rolling up for the show, roll up right now, man. Roll up. If you ain't high, you about to get high, man. So first of all, man, I want to talk about like big thing that happened since I shot that last episode. Top G, man. Bless up to Top G being out, man. Up top, Andrew Tate, my G. I don't know, man, one of the new leaders of the free world. Andrew Tate don't know me yet, but he will in due time. Just like, all the future lords of the new world. You know what I'm saying? We will know each other with time. It's not with time. Yeah, with time, you already know what we finna do, what we finna accomplish on this earth. So pretty much just to dive a little bit deeper into that, I just want people to understand that he's released from jail, right? He's been released from jail, put on house arrest. Still no charges have been filed. He still isn't guilty of anything after being in jail for almost 4 months, right? Now, if that doesn't, and then now, you know what I'm saying, they're taking up Trump, I quote unquote, I heard he was arrested today, and I'm not sure how true that news is, but they coming after all the goats, man. They coming after all the leaders of the free world. Doesn't matter though. Trump's still gonna be able to run 2024, make America great again. You already know what the fuck going on, man. But in terms of Andrew Tate being free, man, it just goes to show that we are living in a very, very, very dangerous time, man, where you cannot say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? And this goes right back into this episode and the topic that I'm talking about, man, where it's just like fuck everybody's feelings. I think we're in a world now where everybody's feelings are overly cared for. Like everybody's feelings are cared for the max. Everybody is coddled and treated like a child. But it's under the pretense that nobody wants to be treated like a child. I need y'all to understand that. That's the preconceived reason why people say the things that they say, and they're like, oh, you should respect my feelings, or you should tolerate what I'm on or what I feel about. And the thing is, this episode is not me trying to come at any community or me trying to go against anybody or saying anybody's wrong about whatever it is the fuck it is they do, because and then I tell people that I'm a believer of this. I don't believe in Democrat, Republican. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in black, white, red, fucking Chinese. I just believe that we were all put here to do whatever the fuck we wanted. I'm a believer of free choice. Goddamn, now my spliff. This is not good. This is not good looks on camera. As soon as I talk about this type of topic, this is what happens. This is exactly what happens. You feel me? This is God telling me, nigga, you finna get your whole shit blocked by talking about this type of shit. I'm finna get my whole podcast blocked before the podcast even live because of the way how shit going on in this world. going on in this world, bro. You ain't got no freedom of speech. Like freedom of speech is a dying concept. And I'm a huge believer of freedom of speech because it's kind of crazy. The same people who are now harping on other people's freedom of speech are the same people that fought for the right to quote unquote do the things that they want to do, but now you are ridiculing other people because of what they like or what they don't like. And as I said before, man, this all dies down back to the overall topic where we're talking about fuck everyone's feelings. I feel like everybody needs to get out of their feelings, man. Emotions are useless, man, if you can't control it. And in terms of that, I'm a firm believer that like people be like, oh, my folks be like sometimes, because I get irritated very easily nowadays. And that's the thing, I get irritated. That's what people don't understand. Like, I haven't been mad or angry in like, I would have to say like a solid 6 years. I haven't really gotten mad. You feel me? Like to the point, like I haven't really gotten mad. Last time I got mad, I can remember the day. I remember the moment. It's like it's like, you know what I'm saying, the Hulk came out on that day. I remember that day. You feel me? Yeah. But regardless of that, finally, spliff acquired. So I'm gonna start doing this shit before I start recording, man. Cause god damn, nigga, it's like I'm a like people are like are truly sometimes flabbergasted by how fast I can roll. But as soon as I gotta come and roll a spliff on fucking camera, man, nothing wants to everything wants to fuck up. Nothing, like everything wants to fuck up. Everything wanna be gay. Nothing wanna work. Spliff on deck, man, but we got a spliff, we load it up, we go in there, man. Now, in terms of feelings and emotions, like you can be like, oh Kev, that's all good and dandy till you with a bitch, you feel me, you gotta do things differently when you in a relationship. I think no. I think and this is just me speaking from personal experience, and this is me a lot of times, man. A lot of me is me. A lot of the things I say is personal experience. A lot of people, and this is what irritates me about life. A lot of people don't do things because somebody told you, oh, this ain't gonna work, or I heard this and this is how this goes, or I heard that, or I heard this, or I heard, oh, this happened to this person when they did that. Nigga, I'ma go figure this shit out my fucking self, bro. A lot of times niggas ain't even talking sense, G. Like, if you think for a second that if your girl is going crazy and if you look her dead in the face and say, baby, stop going crazy, she gonna look at you and be like, I can't live with this nigga anymore. I feel like a lot of the problems in modern day relationships is niggas is bitches. A lot of us, bro, we're too tapped into our feelings. Take it from a nigga who used to be tapped into his feelings a lot, bro. Take it from a man who used to cry for bitches. I used to be one of those people, bro. I used to sit and cry over hoes, nigga. Cry over bitches, nigga. Cry over women. Don't do that shit. I heard a quote, and that quote now governs when I cry. And I don't go by the stupid statement that, oh, real men don't cry, because I feel like real men do cry. But real men are only allowed to cry for 2 occasions. If you cry for anything more than these 2 occasions, you a bitch. Okay? You a bitch. You ain't a real man, you a bitch. Let me say that again. You a bitch. If you don't, these are the only 2 times where you can cry. So when somebody, an immediate family member dies, right? Or you watching a movie, you know what I'm saying? You watching something that hits you, or for me, anime, you know what I'm saying, that hits you differently. It hits you somewhere, you know what I'm saying? It hits you in the heart, in the feels. Then as a man, I feel like you could cry, and that's okay. But nigga, if you crying over a bitch, something a bitch said, or a bitch leaving you, you yourself is a bitch. And there ain't no they ain't no discussing, they ain't no like trying to figure it out, they ain't no like, you know, easy for shit, you know, ain't none of that shit. It's nigga, you bitch, you a bitch. Okay? Now when I say fuck everyone's feelings, I'm not trying to say, oh, be mean. I'm trying to say be understanding. Now if somebody feels a certain type of way about something that ain't really got nothing to do with them, then they are all rights in their fucking feelings, and you can then tell them to fuck off about their feelings. But some of the times people are in their feelings because of something you did or something that you might have said indirectly, and it might have affected them. But it is within yourself, and that's what I'm saying. Men are better at doing this. We're better at looking at situations or understanding situations and be able to make the right move based off that said situation. Why? Because we are more logical creatures. That means that we leave a lot more emotions outside of our realm of thinking. You feel me? Now you might be like, oh, there he go again. Be misogynistic. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. There are certain words that I hear that I love them. Misogyny, I love the shit. Call me that shit all day. Call me Call me. Let me get it. Transphobic. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Because the thing is, I don't got a problem with trans people. I don't got a problem with LGBT. How the fuck did I get to this topic? I've been seeing it a lot. I've been seeing it a lot recently, bro. And the thing is, everybody's afraid to talk about it. I am myself also afraid to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it in detail. But where I have a problem is where you're trying to indoctrinate it to the younger generation, to the newer generation of youth. Because what people don't, how I look at it is these niggas, kids are like sponges, right? They soak up everything. If you show a kid Spider-Man, Superman, superhero shit, they're gonna want to pretend to be superheroes. They're gonna want to be superheroes, which is why I honestly believe that when I become a dad, I'm not gonna let my kids watch superhero stuff. Even though I'm a huge superhero person, a huge superhero fan, huge fan of that. But as a kid, I'm not gonna say as a kid I didn't. But that's the thing. Now I know that that's bad. Your kid should never look at a superhero or a thing that he watches and emulate that and say, oh, that's a role model, that's his hero, that's who he wants to be. Like, your kid should look at you as that, especially as a man. Your kid should always look up to you and say, oh, you know what I'm saying, I want to be like my dad, or I want to do something like my dad, or it's, you know what I'm saying, just be an upstanding member of society like your dad. You feel me? But then when you have these people that just like they continuously they put this media in front of kids. If you constantly put something in front of kids and be like, hey, this is normal, this is okay, this is empowering, power, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make kids want to be like that. I'm not saying kids shouldn't want, you know what I'm saying, but it's like that you shouldn't try and indoctrinate them or influence their decision. And that's where I have a big problem in terms of that. And I know that's really what the movement is pushing. Movement doesn't give a fuck about rights, gay rights, marriage rights. The main goal, I believe, and I could be wrong, but the main goal, as I think, is to influence the future generation. Because if the future generation completely and utterly is brainwashed and is led to believe all of this stuff, then all the old traditions and all of the, you know what I'm saying, stuff that make men and female is just gonna die out. And what people don't realize is it's either gonna be like this, is that these people are going to, in the next 200 years, you know, quote unquote, if the world survives, whatever, these people live in the next 200 years, they're just gonna die out, and everything is just going to reset again, and humanity is gonna go back to bullshit. Well, I'm not saying it can or they can fix it, but I think it's a lot more damaging than we think it is, and we gotta look out. We gotta look out for the shit, because I feel like a lot of the times sacrificing yourself for others is stupid as fuck. Don't do that. And I see people do it. I see people do it all day, every day. And this applies to everybody, guys. This doesn't apply to only your friends. This doesn't only apply to people you're fucking. This doesn't only apply to your colleagues. This applies to your family. This applies to everything, nigga. This is important, because the second you put because what people don't understand is how the fuck you gonna drive the car, right? If you fucked up, how are you gonna drive? How are you gonna bring your people? How are you gonna get your people out of a situation if you ain't got no fucking legs? You feel me? If you yourself is not okay, how you gonna help? How you gonna help how you gonna do it? How you gonna save people? And that's kind of the thing that I look at. It is like I sit and I'm like, and I sit and I see people sacrifice themselves, their youth, their careers, their lives, for the approval of others, for the admiration of others. And it's like I'm not saying I don't like when people like me, but I don't give a fuck. Like, I could really give 2/3 of a fuck if people like me, if people care about me. Because in the grand scheme, and I tell people this all the time, nobody is gonna give a fuck. Nobody's gonna give enough of a fuck about you to get you out of a situation, out of a really bad situation that you're in. Like, nobody's gonna give a fuck enough about you than you, if that makes any sense. So stop sacrificing yourself for other people, because a lot of people selfish, bro. Like, and take this from somebody, and I think this is one of the gifts that God has given me, and it's a weird gift, and I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people are gonna be looking at me weird, like, this nigga's some type of spy. But I'm very good at blending into groups, right? And that's what people don't understand. People will see a organization, or people will see a group of people, and people will just see one group. And keep in mind, I'm not saying like a group of friends, and even within a group of friends, there's different groups, and people don't realize that. You see a big group of friends and you feel like all these friends are cool. Nah, all these friends ain't fucking cool. They're cool overall enough to hang out in one spot, but this group don't like this group. This group don't necessarily fuck with that group. But just because this group and this group don't like this group enough, this group can agree enough to fight this group, and this group is just here not liking either groups. Like, you see what I'm saying? But I'm so good at blending into people and their bullshit that I'm a lot of the times I'm in every single group. So I'm hearing what he don't like about her, and what he don't like about him, and how she don't like about she, and what she don't like about her, and this is where, like, when I was working at the last place I was working at, the dispensary that I was working at, I really saw that full hand, and that was partially due to the fact that I worked with a lot of women and I was a supervisor. But bro, to just see how people talk, and people shit on this person, that person, and then you see them, they go ha ha, go laugh up back with that person, and then that person goes and laughs up back with another person that's talking shit to the same person that was just talking shit to them 5 minutes ago. And I'm just there looking at the dynamics of it all, and I'm like, so like, what's the overall point? Like why the fuck are we here? Why are we doing this? And that goes right back into the fact where we care too much about everybody's feelings, because feelings, like, I feel like feelings is like a lot of the times is not necessarily feelings is the word I'm looking for, but feelings work as a boundary, right? Like, you got your feelings here, and then you set up this wall, this boundary within your feel because of feelings. And then people, like, everybody has this everybody has these unconceived walls, and everybody tiptoes around these walls, because you break somebody's wall nowadays in terms of emotion, you're you're a terrible person. Everybody's trying to attack you. Everybody's saying you this, you that, blah, blah, blah. Which really in the grand scheme just goes to show how hypocritical people be. Because you shit on a person in private, but because I can openly look them in their face and say, hey bro, I don't necessarily like the way how you did this, everybody's ready to run down your throat and defend this person because it helps keep up the facade, everybody's facade and their feelings. If that's making any sense. But I tell people, like, live life like nobody's watching, man. Because really, in the grand scheme, nobody's really watching. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's watching your every move. Like, you'd love to think that. You'd love for that to be the case. But, nigga, nobody's sitting down and nobody gives a fuck about your bum ass. Like, nobody cares. Like, nobody gives a fuck. And I feel like, and going back to Andrew Tate, man, I think that's why Tate was so fucking popular, because he just didn't care about everybody's boo boo baba feelings, and that's the thing. He himself doesn't give a fuck about his own feelings, and that taught me that, hey, your feelings, bro, nigga, I care about you. Don't get me wrong now. I give a fuck. I care about you. But your feelings, nigga, I don't really give a fuck about your feelings. I don't care about your feelings. And I feel like if a lot more of us went around, stopped like not giving a fuck about our own feelings, I think that would help. That would let a lot more people in the world just open up and just, you know what I'm saying, go around the world just not giving a fuck. But it's a lot of condition at the end of the day. And I tell people that I've been spending the last like 4 years of my life breaking old habits and breaking things that my parents led me to believe. You know what I'm saying? And that's not their fault. That's not anybody's fault. It's just you, like, and I feel like that's, once you become like a certain age as a person, you have to start developing your own belief system and your own habits and your own stuff and your own way of doing things. And a lot of the times that's going to be completely different from what your parents taught you. And the thing is, what a lot of people think is, oh, you're going away from, oh my God, I'm going away from my folks taught me this is bad. Not necessarily, in terms of the sense where, if you know you don't like this thing, and that's my thing, this is my thing, a lot of people sit every day and they're like, oh my God, I want to be happy, but then you're doing stuff that you think is gonna make you happy because you think it makes you belong to community. And I think this is why I had to get away from religion and a lot of relationships that I was in, because they made me so dependent on the relationship that when I wasn't in the relationship, or when I wasn't in the setting, or when I was with the group, or when I wasn't accepted into the tribe, I felt so isolated and just so fucking like an alien, like on planet Earth around people. Like, you feel me? Like, it just made me so yucky inside. But to the overall fact where it's just like, like I don't know how to describe what I'm saying. It's just like, but for a long time, I know what it was. I know what it was like to feel like a complete outsider while belonging to things, right? But the thing is, we get up and we say, oh, this is where I belong because this is where everybody else is. But in the grand scheme, a lot of times that's not the case. That's not the best thing for you. But I'm not telling people what's the best thing for them. I'm trying to help you identify what's the best thing for yourself. If that makes any motherfucking sense. And same motherfucking sense. And the episode where we're talking about relationships with Nick, where I was talking about relationships with Nick, we're just vibing and talking about the shit. that for me overall was just us just trying to understand that relationships in general are very, very different. And the older I become is the more I realize I don't need female friends. I don't like if you are of the opposite sex and if we're not fucking, we're not we're not strictly business. What the like if you think about it as a man, like what other two reasons could you have to talk to a bitch, to you know what I'm saying, to want to talk to a bitch? Like what reasons could you really have to really need, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if it's just me, but like female friendship is useless a lot of the time. Like I'm sorry. Because all you're doing as a man is giving a lot of the time, your time, attention, money, resources. Did I say protection? What do bitches provide? I waited. Motherly love. It's gonna make you a sandwich. 90% of these girls don't even make you food. And they're your friend. Like I don't understand that. Oh, it's that logistics there. But then you look at me crazy when I say stuff like I don't have female friends, bro, because it's like they're useless. And I don't see the point. Because a lot of them, bro, you're who will commit to them right now, but they don't like you enough to open the legs. So they'll literally just keep you as a makeshift boyfriend with no benefits of being a boyfriend, because she knows that you'll stay right in that friend zone, right in that weird little relationship that she got your bitch ass in, and you're just there, happy-go-lucky, no fucks, like, bruh. I myself don't understand it, because I don't ever think I've fully been in the friend zone. Like if I feel like a girl isn't reciprocating what I'm giving, I'm out. I'm not gonna keep giving it if I know that it's not going anywhere. And that to me is just weird as fuck. I physically don't understand how some guys do it, how guys get themselves into that predicament some of the times, but to each his fucking own, bro. And this goes on both sides, guys. This goes on both sides. This goes on male, female. Niggas, we need to stop lying to these bitches. And bitches, stop lying to these niggas. Niggas, stop telling women, oh, you're comfortable just being a friend. Tell her, look, if you like a girl, tell women what it is off the jump. And honestly, I do that. I'm that type of nigga. I'm the type of nigga that on the first date, I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm feeling you. Trying to bust it open. I'm not afraid to do that. The worst she's gonna say, my nigga, is no. And if she say no, you got two choices at that point. You can either try another time to see if you can get it, or you breeze it. You breeze the bitch. Breeze the bitch, bro. You do not, under any circumstances, double down in that situation. You never do it. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to show y'all niggas, man, how to get out the friend zone. And people be looking at me and people like, okay, like, bro, you too honest, you too slow, you too stone cold and shit. You need to calm down. No, fuck no. Because I believe the truth will set me free, nigga. And trust me, the truth will get you buns sometimes. The truth will get you some pussy a lot of the time. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like if we just told women the truth, there'd be a lot less bullshit relationships. Women would be a lot more behaved, and a lot of the shit that we going through right now, we wouldn't be going through it. that could also be fixed if, you know what I'm saying, for some weird biological reason they were able to like put bitches body counts on their foreheads like my boy Tate said. But you feel me, we're not in that day and age and time. So what we can do is stop the lies, because I feel like lies, I don't know, I feel like I feel like honesty helps like strip apart the bullshit, so everybody can just get down to brass tacks and we can figure out what's going on. And I feel like if women were a lot more brutally honest with these with dudes that, you know what I'm saying, that they got in the friend zone, these niggas would wake up and get the fuck out of Dodge. You feel me? And get them some better quality women, instead of sitting down and bitching about the quality bitches that they have. I talk to my niggas all the time, and they're like, oh bro, bitches ain't shit. And here's the thing, that's something that I used to believe in. And keep in mind, this wasn't me that long ago. This was like me like two and a half years ago. I used to be like, bitches ain't shit. Bitches is great. The problem is, a lot of women have been brainwashed into bullshit. And it's not y'all's fault. It's not y'all's fault. We are partially to blame, because we are partially the people that have brainwashed y'all over the last couple of years. But it all falls under, you know what I'm saying, feminism. But you know the funny part, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like if it's a man and a bitch came up with feminism, or just a nigga. Like I don't know. I highly doubt. Look, they can put a bitch name on paper, but nigga, I guarantee you, like some dark suit fucking nigga was back there writing all the rules for feminists, being like, yeah, we gonna fuck bitches up, man. Yeah, nobody ain't gonna take bitches serious. And that's what women don't realize. Like, that's literally what's happening. Like I was born in the age where when girls' news used to leak, they used to cry and it used to be a whole thing, and bitches used to try and kill themselves. Now, I'm not advocating for that to come back. I'm not saying that was good times. I'm just saying there was a level of respect and a level of, you know what I'm saying, around a bitch's sexuality. There really isn't any mystery nowadays. You feel me? And I'm not saying a woman's supposed to be innocent and all prude or blah 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 yada. But bitch. Like, bitch. Y'all know yourselves. I ain't gotta go into it, y'all. I ain't gotta bring it. We ain't gotta go into it. I'm pretty sure y'all know what it is I'm talking about. Y'all know. You know, don't. Ooh. Man, how y'all enjoying the Krxme Kast, man? This is more than likely or possibly like one of the final like episodes. I'm in the last couple of days of shooting everything, getting everything finalized, everything finished. Man, I know the Krxme Kast is going to change the world. I've officially decided that I'm also posting all my episodes on Rumble. I'm working on getting a Rumble account right now. We're going up on Rumble. Everything is, I don't know, guys. 2023 is, I'm going full hardcore on everything that I'm doing. Right now, I'm kind of in a weird little limbo spot. I don't know, guys. Like, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, just being real for a second. I've been home for a couple of months, man, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, like, being back home is just like, it's good to be back home, but you can see the level that my country is at, bro. Like, and that's what, like, people don't get that. And don't think I say words like my country likely. Like, people don't, like, I say these things. I say I want to own streets and companies and blocks and communities. And people think I'm capping. People think I'm fucking capping. People think I'm joking. gotta make it, man. And I'm not just talking shit for the sake of talking shit, man. We gotta remember, life is worth living. You gotta my nigga, can I record in peace, dog? Hold on, he finna go again. There he is. Bro, regardless of that, man. Regardless of that shit, I already know what it is, man. Do better in everyday life. Keep working, keep grinding, keep going at it, nigga. Y'all already know it's the Krxme Kast, my G. Fuck everybody's feelings. Stop going around apologizing for every goddamn thing that 90% ain't even your fucking fault, bitch. Yeah, you a bitch. Male or female, nigga. I don't give a fuck. And people, like, I say bitch and people like, okay, fuck you. I can say whatever I want. It's just a word. And I believe words hold meaning, but I think your intention is really what has meaning, not the fucking word. Like, I'm saying bitch, but I'm not saying bitch. You get me? You feel me? You feel me? But if y'all gotta drink, man, y'all gotta drink, man. Come on. Yeah. Got some new stuff in the works, man. Fel Films is... If you guys aren't subscribed to the Fel Film Studio channel, all the episodes will be up on Fel Film Studio as well. Like what's gonna be up on Fel Films is gonna be like more like, it's gonna be the full unedited, maybe even put in a bit more stuff in it. What you're gonna see on everywhere else is pretty much gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a little bit different. But yeah, guys, I'm just working every day. I'm trying, man. I haven't really been inspired recently. That's one of my biggest things, one of the hardest things about being a creative. It's just continuing to stay motivated and trying to keep being motivated every day. Even though a fucking rooster wants to make noise at fucking 5 o'clock, nigga, in the afternoon on some bullshit. Like, nigga, like, can I just finish this recording in peace? Please. Please. But yeah, guys, back to what I was saying, man. Working on Fel Films every day. We're about to take over Jamaica, slowly but surely. Every day, I'm finna do it. Don't worry if y'all get ready for season 2 of the Krxme Kast. I'm working on it as we speak. I'm just joking. We're working on it as we speak. We're working on the season 2 as we speak, nigga. I'm finna have Knicks on this season. I'm finna try to get my boy Travis. Yo, my G. Hey, I'm trying to get like dope people on this season, on the next season of the Krxme Kast. I'm finna be out. I'm trying to go shoot some shit in Atlanta for the next for the foreseeing year, for the rest of this year coming up. But guys, we are finna be doing some shit, man. Look out for your boy. I got y'all. Don't worry. I've been gone. I've never been a consistent person in terms of this shit, but I'm getting to the point where we're about to get on the road. Everything's about to get serious. We're about to blow up. This is not a game anymore. Y'all know who the fuck I am, man. It's your boy Krxme. Signing off another fucking incredible fucking episode of the Krxme Kast, man. Thank you for everybody that came. I appreciate everybody who was here. I'm big on my boy JB, big on my boy Natty, I'm big on my boy Nick, big on my boy Rome, big on my boy Zay, big on my brother-in-law, Progress of Progression, my boy CeeLo, big up, shit. I'm trying to. I think I got it. Did I do any more episodes in it? But I'm trying to remember, man. if I did an episode with anybody else. Nah, I think I got everybody. But this season, this show is gonna be, it's gonna be like my beginning to like what we're gonna do, guys. And I tell people, don't sleep on yourselves, don't sleep on me. We're gonna kill shit. But you already know what the fuck going on, man. It's your boy Krxme. Get ready for the next episodes. Krxme Kast out. Run that intro, bitch. Hey.
Okay. I'm not about to fall for anything like physically hurt myself.
Are you okay? Gucci?
Squad full of troops.